Oh dearie me. Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink. I don't know if we are yet live on YouTube. I will check. Here's hoping everything's going smoothly in that regard. I think we are under control. I had to... Well, we had 40 minutes of this unarchived because it was 40 minutes of basically a gigantic joke. But aside from 40 minutes of a gigantic joke, we are back in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate in Hunting with Purpose. Ken has visited the port. Hello, Ken. And we're going to do 3 Baroth. I told Tavo Show that we would do 3 Baroth. I feel like that would be some kind of fun. There might be some semblance of fun there. So I'm going to actually do that. Let's go honed, and I feel like sword and shield. I feel like using the golden radius, so let's do that. I will equip that now, wherever that may be. I think it's here. Okay. So, I just need to delete that previous VOD because it was basically a whole lot of nothing. Well, rather than, well, I'll probably just unpublish it. There we go. Unpublished. And... getting my chat organised. I feel bad for Tavo Show, he's been sitting here the whole time, just waiting for us to get our shit sorted out. Hopefully your internet is working a little better now, Vernon. I can cross my fingers and pray. But in the meantime, we will do 3 Baroth either way. Who's Ken and how's he going? Ken is, well, I'm talking to fucking Kayamba instead. We've got 156 Hunter rank and a reasonable set from what I can ascertain with the briefest of glances. Okay, so do I have the chat on the go? You found Ken Dragon and apologized to him? Well, that's good. Although it will likely not be of much consolation. Because he's got a grand total of like 1 rooms he can possibly join. So... unless he wants to sit there AFKing with Hunter rank 999s. Okay, so let's... oh, Ken is getting ready for the hunt. So yeah, I may as well do my typical introduction for the benefit of the VOD audience. We are back in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate in the Hunting with Purpose series. It's been a number of days since I last recorded for Monster Hunter. Oh hey, Andrita, good to see you. It's been a number of days since I last recorded for Monster Hunter. I've been very focused on other things that I've been doing on the channel. And, yeah, I've done quite a bit this week, it feels. I've done new, interesting things. I started 2 new games. You know, if you're familiar with my channel, you'll notice that I'm really playing the same games for months at a time. Because I don't know, have a lot that I like to do. So, it's nice to start 2 new games, but here we are back in 3 Ultimate. I didn't even necessarily need a break from 3 Ultimate, I don't know, got a bit distracted. Indeed, I haven't played Rise since I last recorded it. Feels good, feels really good to just have that out of my life, and I feel like I can be a happy person again, although there are certain things that pull me away from happiness. Oh, I'm going the wrong fucking way. Let's try to not go the wrong way. Might help. We want to, of course, head to what I believe is Area 3. That doesn't sound right. Is it actually Area 3? I believe it is. Sorry, I'm also going the wrong way again. Well, no, that might be faster where you're going, Vernon. Well, actually, no. You're going a slightly longer way. I'm so out of sorts right now, but that's okay. That's okay. We will not be out of sorts all the time. Well, that's good that Sol is hunting with him. He's hoping that Sol is not actually desperate to only hunt Zinogre. When he names a room, Zin Clan or whatever, he's usually posting Zinogre on the board, so provided he's willing to help Ken Dragon, then that's good. That's what I want. Oh, it feels good to use Sword and Shield. Hello, Spaceman. Sorry for the reinitiation of the live stream, but we are well and truly back in business. I was not going to archive all of that ridiculousness, so there we go. But you will notice that even though this is a triple quest and we've got basically a full G rank team, this Baroth is going to take a little bit more damage than you might expect, or he's going to take a little longer than you might expect to die, because Baroth, for some reason, he's beefy. There's a reason why he was a wall monster for many people coming in to try for the first time. It's because he was such a... Compared to Kurapeko, he was just a real, noticeable tier of difficulty higher than Kurapeko, so... Yeah. And he's kind of the Duramboros before Duramboros existed, in the sense that he just seems to have a lot of health. I don't know what it is, maybe there's some sort of strange perception that is not grounded in reality and he's actually just got normal health, but I've always felt that he takes more hits than any other monster of his tier in the game. Well, he didn't last too long after all. I guess a full G rank team really is quite devastating. I'm the only one who wants to carve? Oh no, looks like Vernon. Oh, everyone's carving, there you go. You know what I love about Tavo Show? He's such a high huntering, but he's still going around carving everything, because he knows how to play. Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. I love to hoard stuff, and he obviously also loves to hoard stuff, so... To me, the idea of Monster Hunter is you keep building on your character, so the more stuff you have from monsters, the more built up your character becomes, you see, in that specific regard. So, yeah. I'm glad we've got a good team together anyway. That's always encouraging. I wish it didn't take so long for the next one to spawn, though. There you are. Whoa, this is a big one. Oh, I think that's a Gold Crown Large. I can smell it. I mean, he's huge. He's not just huge compared to that last one, he's just a generally large Baroth. I mean, look at the size of him. Baroth is not typically a very large monster, and Tavo Show hopes that it is. Maybe he doesn't have his crowns for Baroth yet. I think I do. I think I do. But, praying for you, man. This is the last monster on Tavo Show's crown list. So if this turns out to be a Gold Crown Large, Tavo Show will have all crowns. Now, if anyone's ever had to do crown farming, it's probably the most miserable thing you can do in a Monster Hunter game. So if he's actually done with that, then that's a big achievement. Big achievement. I don't believe you actually need all crowns to get the awards on the guild card, though. You just need to get a lot of them, because they don't expect you to get all of them. But it's almost all of them. It's all except maybe 3, something like that, for both small and large. So I'm definitely hoping that this is going to be the Gold Crown Large that Tavo Show needs. That'd be very good. Again, it feels so good to use Sword and Shield. I was using dual blades in the previous VOD. Using dual abyssal blades, whatever, against Gold Wraithian, and I just love the mobility of the Sword and Shield compared to the dual blade. It's so much nicer. Much, much nicer. Supplies delivered in case we needed them, for one reason or another. Alright. I'm always happy to get Nahabra materials as well. And this will be decent for HRP as well. These triple quests usually are even at this level, which is like G1. It's not called G1, but saying G1 definitely gets the point across. It's the first list of G-rank quests. Your triple advanced quests can be found in G1 and G2. G3 doesn't have them. To my understanding, there are no rotating advanced quests in the HR8 quests. Well, what are you doing? My friend, there is no real need to bury yourself under there because you're not hiding, I can tell you that much. That was quite funny, I've never seen that. Like, we actually immediately begin attacking Baroth as he spawns, and he's like, well, I'm gonna try and hide now. That's quite entertaining to see. You can see that my repositioning is causing me to cancel my combo, but it's worth it because my DPS is much higher this way. Oh, is that the first paralysis that we've gotten? That's very strange because Tavo shows Longsword is pretty good for paralysis, so I'm kind of surprised that it took that long to get it off. Anyway, that's that, I guess. Pretty quick and easy hunt. One of the reasons why I wanted to do Baroth is because I don't fight him very much in this game, and as well as that, I probably need Baroth materials. Not that I'm going to make Baroth stuff, it's just I like to have materials for all the monsters in case I need them for something else. You never know what you need them for. You got all crowns in World and Iceborne. Maybe it was easier in that game, but even if it wasn't, then I don't know. I've never bothered to get all crowns. It's always been such an unpleasant process because it's very easy to get crowns when you're not trying to get them, right? But when you're actually trying to get them, it's terrible. It's just a sad experience. So I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, quite frankly. He's hoping Tavo Show gets his Gold Crown Large. What do we got? Yep. Gold Crown Large. Nice work, Tavo. Nice work. I'm really happy for him. That is so good. I hope it was Gold Crown Large that he needed and not Gold Crown Small. He's hoping he was right. I bet he's pretty fucking happy right now. Bet he's pretty fucking happy. I'm glad that I was here for that. Alright. I mean, I would have been very surprised if it were a Silver Crown, because that was a big fucking Baroth. Big boy. Okay, is there anything you would like to hunt, Vernon? I'm really happy to do anything. I guess, provided it's not Brachydios, but I can live with Brachydios if it's like one. Hello, Cole. Welcome. Hey, Jenny. Good to see you. You want the Abyssal Bow? Ooh, it's Abyssal time. And that works out very well, because I need Abyssal as well. So, I think we'll do a bit of Abyssal, because that is pretty much my main objective right now. It's getting the Abyssal Bow. Same as you, so I believe that's the Rapid Thunder, isn't it? I think it is. Okay, so I'm going to equip my Elemental Light Bowgun set. I'm still used to my previous name of this set, which was Dragon Gun, so I was looking for that. Obviously that wasn't very helpful. Oh, that's right, I need Dragonfell berries. Oh shit. I'm not going to be able to use that loadout. I'm actually out of Dragonfell berries. I don't have enough to combine for shots anymore. This is very annoying. Actually, no, I'm not out of Dragonfell berries. So what I will do is I will do farm request. Got some null berries to take here. Courtesy of Vernon, actually. Okay, let's cultivate a shitload of Dragonfell berries. I do have some fertile mud to use, which is very good. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use that loadout this time, so... I technically could, but I wouldn't really want to, because most of the damage is being dealt by the dragon. I mean, the fire damage that I'll be dealing when I'm done with dragon would be okay, but I don't want to put myself in harm's way with a gun if I can help it. So what I will do is I will go Lance, I think. I will use Altios Gloralis, because dragon is a very good choice against him. You're playing Cyberpunk? Well, if that's what you're into, I guess. Is it still a broken game? Or are they going to actually fix it at some point? I'm guessing it has still been removed from the PlayStation Store or whatever happened there. That's pretty funny. I feel bad for the game developers though, because they were obviously pressured into it by their investors or whatever. Wouldn't be the first time investors basically ruined it for themselves. But anyway, I think Cyberpunk still made a lot of money in spite of all that went wrong with it. You got the PC version, right? I am surprised, because you said to me that you don't play games on PC. But I guess because the PC version is the most stable, you went with that. It's still removed. Well, there you go. Alrighty. It's been a little while since I went Blade Master against this monster, but it's a good opportunity to at least present something a little different for my audience here, because every time I've fought Abyssal up until this point I've been using the same loadout on camera, so this will be different. And it's a lot easier with a lance, I'll tell you that much. A lot easier. And my DPS is going to be nice too. Feels good. Trying to get that back for good elemental damage, because of course the Elatrion weapons are pretty good for that. I think lag compensation would have hit the head there. We need to break the horns, by the way. Very, very important that we do that. I mean, the tail's always good. Nothing against breaking the tail. Cutting the tail. You know what? That would be the priority. Cutting the tail. It's just I feel the tail is harder than the head. The head is a larger target. They'll put out a remaster next year. My god. I don't know if you could even call it a remaster. I think it's more like just proper version. Oh really? That can affect me twice? In one attack? That's kind of nasty. Whatever. I'm learning how to Blade Master Abyssal Lagi again, it's been so long. I don't really want to aim for that head right now because, well, let's do it. Against my better judgment, yeah, that's the reason why, because I knew I was going to get hit by one of those twisters. But I did it anyway. And you know what? I don't regret it, because that wasn't much damage at all that I took. Oh, I forgot air filters, actually, so I'm going to have to go and get my oxygen up. Actually, I'm very close to some bubbles, so I will do that now. I hate it when he repositions like that. Got some oxygen. If you can get off that charge strike with the lance, it's pretty good damage. I never rely on that for damage. I just always use it as a counter attack. That's how I've always done it. I don't think I'll be able to, no. The annoying thing there is that the head, because it's so... It extends so far out from the body that if you're attacking the body, you actually have to turn around almost 180 degrees to be able to block the roar. It's quite annoying. It's a little risky to not heal here, but I'd like to focus on hitting him. Should be in a good position for the head, or am I not? No, he moves so much. This is what I hate about underwater confrontations, you know. Try and get the head as it goes down. There we go. Oh. Well, I'll take this opportunity to hit the head. Because I would hate to be aiming for the tail and the head and break neither. That would be terrible. That would be a really, really bad thing. There goes the tail. That's good to see. It's very good to see. Because if you can get both, that's amazing. Getting both is very, very good. Shield it. No. We're still in that animation. Shockingly. Okay. I would like to carve that tail, and I will do it just now, once he goes past. I'm desperate for that dynamo, come on baby. You're gonna do that again, are you, you fucking arsehole? What an absolute arsehole. That's right, it's a double carve on the tail, isn't that good? One of the reasons why I carve the tail now is because sometimes the main body of the monster, when he dies, will be really far from the tail, so you won't be able to get all your carves if you wait until the end of the hunt. So it is important to carve that tail as soon as you can, or you might miss out. Is that the horn? Yes, it is. Let's aim for that back for good damage. Probably, it wouldn't be good damage if you didn't have high element, but I do, so... Again, trying to position myself there. It's very hard to position underwater. I mean, you've got more control technically than you would on land, but it is quite a task. Good flinch. Oh, see, look, I managed to avoid the physical attack of Lagi there, but I got hit by one of the twisters, so there's nothing I could do there. Do I like Generations Ultimate? Yes, I do. Only because I don't have to use styles. If I were forced to use styles, I would hate that game with a passion. But I'm able to use guild styles, so... yeah. I do enjoy the game. Because for me, Generations Ultimate really just feels like 4 Ultimate, just a little different. I was able to continue my 4 Ultimate experience in that game because Capcom were nice enough to not shove styles down my throat. So, I am grateful for their presence of mind in that regard. Is it a double or single break on the head? Like, can this break further? I don't think it can. I think it's a single break. Anyway. I believe I'm correct about that. Oh, that's not good. Don't combo me, you fuck. Well, he comboed me, but I'm not dead at least. Look at these combos. I almost cannot handle that. Now, the vast majority of individuals would have long since died. He is absolutely relentlessly after me right now. So many attacks directed at me. Unbelievable. Why do I hate hunting styles? Because I think they're gimmicky and stupid. And detract from the Monster Hunter experience. They They originated in Frontier, which was a spin-off, and that should have stayed in the spin-off games. But I can't hate them too much because... And they also cause balancing issues, you know? Whenever Capcom decides to get all creative, it creates balancing issues. Just look at Valor style. It's a fucking mess. And Adept style is the win button, basically. So, yeah, it creates balancing issues with your monsters. Or with your hunters, I guess you could say. But not everyone cares about that. They like the fact that they can do fancy maneuvers, you know. Yeah, I also like the colour scheme of Abyssal. He's very nice looking. I'm noticing how much slower the hunt is when I'm not using my Dragon Light Bowgun. But again, I simply can't. I will be able to use it next hunt though, because I should have been able to, by that point, acquire some more Dragonfell berries. Thanks to the farm. I'm very glad that I can farm without going to Mocha Village in this game. The reason why I thought that I had to was because I believe that's how it was in Tri. My memory of it in Tri was that I had to actually manually go to Mocha Village to do that. In other words, leave the city mode. But in this game you don't have to do that, which is very good. Monster Hunter Rise needs a remake, yeah, right. That wasn't too bad though. That was a pretty good hunt. We broke everything. Cut the tail, broke the head, broke the back, broke the chest. Although the chest doesn't relate in any way to dynamo drops. The only way you can get dynamos is through capture rewards, carve rewards, like as in carving, and carving the tail, and breaking the head. Now, it would have been much faster to say that you can't get dynamos from quest rewards. That would have made a whole lot more sense. But instead I mentioned everything that did give a dynamo, which is not as helpful. Anyway, that's rank 401. Well, that's right, Juvenator. That is absolutely the reason why underwater combat has not reappeared in the Monster Hunter series. Capcom did underwater combat just fine. The problem with underwater combat... I carved a dynamo, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, well, there we go. There's a dynamo. But yeah, Capcom did underwater combat just fine. In fact, I think they did very well with it. The first game that had underwater combat was Tri, and it was perfect in Tri, as far as I'm concerned. But the concept is bad, in that, just as you say, the monsters are in their environment and can move without any issue whatsoever, but you are not in your environment. You are basically a human, sort of a superhuman, but you're underwater, not in an environment that's comfortable for you to thrive in. And as a result, the monster has power over you. You are slow, they are fast, and it's kind of a bad situation. Now, how many dynamos would that be? I think I've got like 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Because I think one of my weapons needed 2 dynamos. I don't know. I've used a lot though. Alright, so now I can finally make that fucking bow, oh my god. Actually no, I can't make it yet, you know why? It's because I haven't been able to upgrade into it. Now if I were to do this, this would be a terrible mistake, because that would mean that I would need 2 dynamos to fully upgrade this bow. Unless the Nether Battle Bow is the highest level, but I don't think it is. It might be the highest level, let me check actually. It is not. So it's important, very important, that I upgrade into it. Oh, no fucking way. You can't upgrade into it. You just need 2 dynamos, that's it. You cannot upgrade into the Nether Battle Bow. Holy shit. Is that what's happening here? Whew. Oh my fucking god. Yep, that's what's happening here, because the regular Lagiocrus upgrades into Ivory, and Nether is totally separate to it. Oh, even more! That's true. Wow. 2 dynamos for the fucking bow. You better want it. 2 dynamos. Unbelievable. So yeah, that's the point. You can't actually upgrade into the bow. You just need to use 2 dynamos for it. It's fucking unbelievable. What were they thinking? It's a fucking bow. Why is it so terribly expensive to make? I can't believe it. It's incredible to me. I understand that if you have to craft something outright, or rather if you do craft something outright, you will need a dynamo, but if I'm not given a choice to upgrade into it, they shouldn't force me to use a dynamo to fucking craft it outright. That's just ridiculous. Well, fuck me, right? Nether bow, what a joke. Let's go and make the first level, I guess. Unbelievable. It's an insult. 2 fucking dynamos for 1 weapon. Anyway, there we go. Gushing magma is needed as well. I mean, it's a very good bow, I won't deny that, but fuck me. So it's rapid, isn't it? Oh, it's pierce. Oh, well, that's actually very, very good. Okay, I was kind of thinking it wasn't going to be pierce or spread. Those are my favoured arrow types, but that's pretty good. Well, sell items and exit, thank you. Let's go and have this be a slightly faster process this time, hopefully. Because now I can gun. Dragon gun, more specifically. Okay. And I was going to get a little annoyed if I were able to purchase Dragonfell berries there, but even if I were able to, well no, that would still be annoying. And sort of a waste. Because I have so much money right now, there's no reason why I would want to cultivate something if I could just buy it. And I'm pretty sure I can buy Dragonfell berries, I have actually come across them in the past, so... yeah, I'm cultivating them for now, just so that I have Dragonfell berries to use for this hunt, but... yeah. What are you up to, Vernon? You've been quiet for a little while. I'm just going to make sure I've got my inventory organised. Well, that's right, I recently bought Dragon Shots again. So, Dragonfell berry, 10... and then Bone Husk L for combinations. Okay. And then we need to also buy fire, and we will be under control. Vernon is going Lance. I guess you were last time, weren't you? That is the smarter decision. Underwater bow is no fun. At least not for me. I'm actually kind of excited about that nether bow, to be completely honest, because with the understanding that it's actually a pierce bow, that's pretty cool. I mean, what monsters would I want to pierce with Thunder Element? I guess Stygian Zenogre. That would be one. That's your only fully upgraded lance. That's all good. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's Lucent Nagakuga, I mean that's definitely endgame. I'm just not going to get close to him here, I don't need to take damage. It's important to avoid taking damage here when you're reliant on the damage of peak performance. So, I'm playing it nice and carefully. Yeah. I think I missed a lot of that damage there. Trying to avoid whatever you're doing, you sneaky bastard. Uh-oh. Yes, I will be aiming for damage, chiefly. By aiming for the back. Well, that was quite off there. Because he angled himself up when he turned. Which is annoying, but yeah. It feels so strange to have just acquired a dynamo after trying for so long to get one, and then just needing another one. Like, oh okay, just try to get another one I guess. Good fun. It's like a fucking kick in the teeth. It really is. It's just awful. I do enjoy dragon shots though, because you really have to commit to them. Of all the shot types, this is the most, oh, that was, all of that was off target except for just a little bit that managed to hit the head. What a royal nightmare. It's very important to not miss the shots that you're shooting here with Dragon, because they are very, very damaging. You're missing out on good damage if you're missing your shots. 2 flails. Reload there. Oh, that's going to hit me. Shit. So again, healing up to peak performance level. In other words, full health. Hey, Krakow. Welcome. No, don't get me with that tail. Okay, good. This is some good damage here. And 2 more shots, and then we're moving on to fire shots. Would like to get that head if possible. Here we go. Let's try to get on target with this head. There we go. We got a bit of that through the head, but now we're going to try to shoot fire on that head. I can cross my fingers and hope for another dynamo. I mean, I'm not... The funny thing is that I'm not expecting to lose out on that dynamo. Or what I mean, no, let's rephrase that. That means absolutely nothing, what I just said. What I want is to get another dynamo, but I'm not expecting to take another 10 hunts to get the next one necessarily. I think, you know, I could very well get another one this hunt. And I'm hoping for that. when I've learnt something with rare items, and that is don't expect to not get another one just because you've recently gotten one. Because it can happen quite differently to that. Oh god, your range is insane! Fuck the hell off, man. He did 2 in my direction. Because I guess the fact that he was unsuccessful in hitting me with the first just wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to be an asshole about it. Again, just for the max damage, I'm going to stay with peak performance here. Don't think I've been able to shoot any of my fire yet. Because this monster has been a giant asshole. So again, aiming for that head. Oh my god. When he does crap like this where he just doesn't stop swimming back and forth, it is extremely annoying. Extremely. That's pretty funny, Del Cracker. That's pretty funny. Oh, I'm a bit too far away to do that. Very good. I took the risk, and it was worth it. Now we can just focus on DPS, getting him killed as soon as possible. There we go, we skipped his roar there, which is good. Uh-oh. Okay, I won't have to worry about getting hit by that tail. Fortunately, the tail's been cut, so for the most part, that tail is out of range. No. See, that angle is impossible to fucking avoid. No, you've stunned me. The double attack with stun. Nothing I can fucking do, and someone saw that coming as well. Absolutely nothing I can do about that. Actually, no, this is easy oxygen, isn't it? Yeah, or mini oxygen supply as they call it. I'm not going to use max potion until I'm actually in combat because I think he's close. I hope anyway. I haven't been able to shoot much fire, admittedly. My DPS this hunt has not been good at all, compared to previous ones. Even previous ones with the guns, so... yeah, maybe we're not really close to killing him. Alright, I'll use a max potion. Better that than dying twice. Because it does happen. I mean, if you choose not to use a max potion because you want to be super conservative with your use of max potions, then you'll just end up dying twice in most cases, because doing a hunt with 100 health, especially at this level, especially if you're gunning, is a bad fucking idea. Bad fucking idea. God, that tail is close to hitting me even when severed. Just going for DPS here. He must be very close. Depending on how long it takes you to actually kill this guy, you actually get a chance to watch him limp underwater. But if you've got a good team, you'll kill him before he gets a chance to do the limp animation. This should be the killer. There we go. Crossing my fingers for a second dynamo in a row. Absolutely crossing my fingers. I actually have a bit of confidence. Because again, this is the best chance for dynamos. When you have broken everything on him. Well, technically the best chance would be breaking everything and capturing. That would be the best chance, but this is still very, very good. It was so funny I managed to carve a dynamo from the body last time and I didn't even notice. I've always anticipated that that could happen, because I oftentimes don't check the body carves when I'm carving this particular monster. So, yeah. I wasn't too surprised to see that I'd carved one. Nice work, though. That works out very well, doesn't it? Because we're both at 1 dynamo out of 2 for this bow. And I'm sorry that your first Abyssal Lagi weapon is going to require 2 dynamos. Not all of them do. I think the other one that requires 2 is the Lance, I think. And maybe the heavy bowgun also requires 2, I'm not sure. Although I don't think so. I think it's just the Lance and the bow that requires 2. Unfortunately, I did not get one. Okay, so let's sell. No, we want to sell from our inventory. But yeah, seriously, the way we're doing this at the moment, it is the best chance for dynamos, almost, so. I don't think it'll take too many hunts to get 2 dynamos. Although, now that I've gone and said that, it's probably going to be a royal nightmare. We will check crop box, there we go. Very good. Remove items, we will remove these. We're also going to need more air filters because we did run out of them. There we go. Dragon shots. And dragon fell berries, of which we currently have 25, thanks to the farm cultivation. I will be checking the granny though. Oh, I think... Oh, no, still no dragonfell berries. I could be going crazy and maybe she never did sell them. It's possible that I am going crazy. You'll need some gushing magma, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. We'll do one more Abyssal and then we'll do Morales. Alright. So I need to go and buy flaming. Now, how does oxygen supply compare with air filters? Is it the same shit? Because air filter doesn't seem to increase your oxygen gauge or anything like that. I know mega air filters do. Maybe air filters are only good. Oh, okay. Thanks for hunting, Tabu. But yeah. Maybe air filters are only good in that they can become mega air filters. Otherwise, you'd be better off just using oxygen supply, which can be bought from the regular shop, whereas air filters need to be bought from the granny. So mega air filters can be created by combining what? Air filter with... Oh, what? What do you mean I can't... That's weird. So, mega air filters are not actually created by combining air filters with something else. They're just different entirely. I can check my combo list. So, air filter. Oh, it's airweed and dash extract, whereas regular air filters are airweed and catalyst. Wasn't that interesting? So actually air filters are just an alternative oxygen supply. The difference is, would you rather use bomb casings or catalysts? But oxygen supply can be bought from the shop, so to be completely honest, you'd be better off with oxygen supply. So, there you go. Let me just... Oh, I have eaten, but I have no stamina. Well, whatever. I've got cool cat at least. Yeah, cool cat. It's just what I like. Oh, I've got laggy talons in here. I'm gonna get rid of them. I shall sell. There we go. Yeah, so your oxygen supply is that almost kind of looks like a vial or a thermometer or something like that, and that indicates your oxygen level. It depletes slowly over time. I think it's about 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes that it lasts for normally, and then you really start to run out. And you can actually increase the length of your oxygen gauge, basically, using either mega air filters or getting the oxygen up skill. There is actually an oxygen up skill that increases the amount of oxygen that you can hold. So, okay, it doesn't really look like a vial in this game, unfortunately. So it kind of does, but not really, because in Try it actually had a bulb at the bottom. So kind of weird that they changed that design. So what we'll do this time around... Did I seriously miss most of that? Fuck me. What we'll do this time around is mostly just aim for the head. I don't think we can expect to cut the tail this time around because we don't have Tabo Show with his paralysis. So it's mostly going to be just head and kill. And I'll be aiming for the back initially anyway, just for damage's sake. In other words, I'll probably use my fire to aim for the head and dragon to aim for the back. That would be the smart thing to do. Very good. Getting some good shots off on the back here. I haven't the patience to deal with your roar, my friend. Fortunately, I was already swimming out of the way of a possible attack, so I was not hit by that. Do not like those twisters either, because it affects my ability to hunt the monster, because dragon shots ideally are mostly close range. You've got deviation on them, and, well, not always, but most guns that shoot dragon do have deviation, but and deviation gets worse oh, fuck off, man. Deviation gets worse the further away from the monster you're shooting the shot, and as well as that, with underwater you do want to be closer. Critical distance becomes worse. Although it probably doesn't affect elements so much. Well, it definitely doesn't. Critical distance is only going to affect your shot damage. But you know what I mean. It's mostly a deviation issue that causes me to go close to a monster, and as a result, when those twisters are going around, I basically just have to wait for them to go away so that I can get in position for shots again. And then when he does this fucking garbage where he just swims around, this is the worst thing about Abyssal, is the fact that he does this swimming garbage where you have to catch up to him the whole time. You're spending most of the hunt catching up to him because he does this shit. It's very annoying. Very good. Look, I'm stuck in the fucking environment. Fortunately, not so stuck that I couldn't avoid that. Well, this is... Well, thank God you flinched him out of that. That would have hit me for sure. I was tempted to attack him there in the hopes that I would flinch him out of that roar, but I didn't want to lose any of my rapid fire shots. So basically, if you do get interrupted with your rapid fire, that's just lost damage. Because you've already consumed the shot. You just have to pray that the whole animation goes out. It's being a bit greedy though. Oh, I can't see shit. Very good. One more shot. Isn't it strange that we're almost doing better here without Tavo Show? That's not to say that he wasn't contributing, I'm just saying that in terms of our knockdowns, our flinches, we're doing pretty good this time. Alright, getting in position for the head. As best I can. Which again is not an easy task. That was my attempt at making a laggy noise. Quite a pathetic attempt, I must say. Unfortunately, trying to aim for this head is going to severely hamper my DPS. Which would be one negative aspect to that. Oh, you know, avoiding that shit is very hard. Very hard. Oops. Well, that was a funny flinch. Hey Polly, I haven't seen you for a little while. Welcome back. I'd love a good knockdown aim for that head, I'll tell you what. Would very much enjoy that. Managed to get the iframes on that one. Turn and face me. Look at me! There we go. Oh, very good. This might be a head break opportunity. I think we'll be able to do it. Oh, there goes the tail. Nice work, guys. Very good to see. Very nice work. That's possibly why the head was not broken. It's because you guys were aiming for the tail, which is very good, because that tail is bloody annoying to aim for. I know that very well. I will go and carve that, otherwise I will forget. I'll go away. Been playing Rise a lot? Well, that does not make two of us. Oh, you were the only one aiming for the tail, Vernon? Nice work. Took one for the team there. Aiming for a laggy tail with a lance is no fun. No fun at all. Oh, fuck. See how he pulls you into his hitbox like that? Absolutely miserable. Anyway. Also, if you do notice that I have way more followers now than I did before, I got follow botted yesterday by someone. So I should be at like 150 followers or so, but now I'm at 400, which is just ridiculous. So hopefully those disappear soon. I hear that they do disappear, so that's a good thing, but yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. In case you noticed it and were like, geez, he's done well for himself since I last watched. I was doing a fairly long Breath of the Wild stream yesterday. And about an hour in, basically got bombarded with follows. All from very similarly named accounts. Which will hopefully be banned fairly soon. Alright, that's a head opportunity. We can do it. Come on. There we go. That's the head, I think. Well, I heard the sound. I didn't see the effect. But that was indeed the head, I think. Very good. Very good indeed. Oh, Sandrew left? Well, hey, guess what? Go fuck yourself. If you're not willing to wait when there's like no one playing, you can go fuck yourself officially. Now, if you actually ran out of time and had to do something, then that's fair enough, but that's almost never the case. If a person is on 3 ultimate, they've got time, I'm telling you. Because you need time to play this game. You need like at least 2 hours to really get anything done in this game, just because of how much slower paced it is. Oh no. Again, hate the positioning on that. At least we've broken everything now, we can just focus on killing him. This has been very good. Very happy to see that we've basically gotten the same result without our 4th hunter. Oh, okay, fortunately I didn't get... Oh no, look out, I was about to say, oh, thankfully I didn't get hit by the bitch slap there, but I don't even have peak performance active, so it wouldn't have really done anything negative. Except being maybe a slight DPS killer. You can't say slight DPS killer, because the word killer would indicate that it's killed my DPS. That would be rather oxymoronic. Whoa, oh no. I couldn't really work out where he was going there. Welcome back, Goron. Things are going much better for me now. Oh, couldn't really do much about that. That was directly on target, that fucking attack. I'm shocked that I'm not stunned. Although I guess I wasn't. Was I thunder blighted prior to that point? I must have been, I just got lucky. Oh, there you go, there's the hunt. Alrighty. Pray for a dynamo. So we'll do Morales now. Just for some fun. And I'll get my Pierce gun out. Very good, very good. 2 dynamos in 3 hunts, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Very fucking good. Well, I'm not going to say 2nd dynamo. I've acquired more than that. Well, another dynamo. Very, very good. I hope you get one too, Vernon, that would be great. What's crazy is that I'm not even getting it from the break rewards or from the tail. I'm getting it from the body, which is 2%. Okay. So I got greedy there. I was hoping for another one in the rewards. I was thinking, can I get another one? Well, don't be too greedy, Doomley. Alright. That was pretty good. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Vernon. Alright, so let's go and take care of that. Wait, do I have... I probably don't have... Max D-Shockers, no I don't. Flails, and I can probably keep the shards because I'm going to end up consuming some of these materials for the next upgrade too. Well, I'm fucking happy that that's pretty much it for dynamos for me. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to not be willing to hunt Abyssal with you still, Vernon. It just means that I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't have to hope for dynamos anymore. I mean, I could technically get the heavy bowgun. The heavy bowgun is good for pellet. It's the Never Salvator. But that requires 2 regular laggy mantles, which is a fucking nightmare, so... And again, it's mainly for pellet. So, well, people used it as a pellet gun, but it doesn't even shoot level 3 pellet. That's very strange. Above average reload and some recoil. That's oh, it's because of the high deviation. I see. Because obviously pellet is not affected by deviation. Nicodemo. Okay. He is hunter rank 2. Yeah, he's hunter rank 2. Imagine being hunter rank 2 and joining a room that says hunter rank 8+. I mean, that's not a language barrier thing, that's called being a fucking idiot. Because HR is universal, it's not called anything else in the other languages. So there you go. Let's go and... oh, I'm going to need to sell those shards, I think, because I think I do have extra shards. Anyway, Nether Emprestador. What a very cool name for a weapon. That's been taken care of. And now it's time for Dire Moralis. I wonder if Ken remembers what I said that we would be doing. We would do one more Abyssal and then Moralis. He might be using the same loadout. I actually didn't see what Ken was using the whole time. Oh, he's been using Enduring Sacrifice, if that's what it's called. Enduring Schism, I think, is the G-rank name for it. Okay, where is it? It's... Black Flame of Calamity. To be completely honest, we might actually do the stronger one. Let's do the stronger one. Because I'm always totally shitting on regular Moralis. Regular Moralis? I'm telling you, the guy gets destroyed every time. So, let's do... oh, Fanning the Flames, here we go. Let's do the event. Don't apologize to Nico, because, look, the guy does not... if he doesn't read the room name, then it's just his fault, you know? He's wasting his own time by not reading. Unless he doesn't even know what a hunter rank is, but I feel like... I don't know, he should know. If he's at HR2, it means he's gone through a few quests by now, and he's hunter ranked up, so he should know what it is, and he should know that he's not at hunter rank 8. So, I don't really know what to say. Other than the guy probably needs to wake up or something. Oh yes, I do need more pin tuna, this is true. So, that's a problem. What is... so I need Wyvern Fangs. You might need to kick him. I might need to, yeah. Oh no, he left on his own. Thank God for that. What a fool. Because again, I mean, I can't make it more obvious than I already have. The room is called HR8+. Okay, so... let's go and get PS level 3 and top up our PS level 2. I will actually wait a little bit for a 4th. Because this is going to be the event quest. Now, while I have said that I typically shit on regular Moralis, that doesn't mean this event is going to be easy. This is going to be kind of a challenge. So I would like, ideally, to have 4 players. But we can still do it with 3, provided we're nice and careful, because rather than him having too much health, the health isn't going to be that big of an issue. It might be, kind of, but not really. What is going to be the biggest issue here is his damage output. He's going to be hitting like an absolute truck. So, yeah. The sooner we can get him killed, the sooner we don't have to worry about triple carding or anything like that. Alright. So, I'd say that's about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Give him another 30 seconds. again, we will do fine with the number of people we have. Actually, what I will do is I'll put away some of these shots and I'll actually get normal level 2 just in case. And top up normal level 3. I have combination materials for all pierce shots except for level 2, because you can't combine for pierce level 2 and level 3, you have to choose one or the other. Yeah, weapon usages doesn't look too bad, that's good. Okay, do we have 2 max potions? That's important because I might die at least once here. I'm not expecting to die, I'm just saying that I might die. I will of course play the cutscene here for the benefit of anyone who hasn't seen it for one reason or another. Because I do enjoy watching it as well. It's very, very epic. And again, he appears in only one game in the series, so I'm always happy to fight him. On camera. I mean, the volcano wings are pretty over the top, but I appreciate the volcano wings because it makes more sense, technically, than Crimson Fatalis just randomly summoning them. At least here, if you look at it sensibly, they are being shot out of his wings, so it provides an explanation. Alrighty. So again, his health may not be an issue here because I'll be doing very heavy damage. But I do anticipate that I will go through all of my pierce combination materials. Like all of my pierce shots. I do think that will happen. Now, I don't even know what to say about that. You guys saw exactly what happened there. I was evading immediately. Immediately was evading. I think I did 3 evasions underwater. His head still hit me because he was specifically aiming at me. Ridiculous. Would he have killed me if he were not a vent? Probably not. He still may have, but well, whatever. God, it's been a long time since I've seen this area. This camp area in this cave. Oh my god. Let's redo. Holy shit. That's nasty. We'll try one more time. If it's not looking good, then we'll just do regular. Seriously, he hits like a truck. It looked like Ken got one shot there. So I don't know, it's just, regular Morales really is a simple hunt. I always end up shooting on him, so yeah. Let's give that another try. That was definitely ouch. That is an appropriate reaction to what just happened. I think it's good that he never appeared in another game, Delcracker, because it adds more value to this game. It is unfortunate for the people who can't go back and play this game for one reason or another, but at the end of the day, there's no such thing as can't go back and play it. You can always go back and play it. You can emulate the fucking thing. It comes down to whether or not you're willing to do it. The point is that when monsters are exclusive to a game, it means that that game is more... there is more worth in returning to that game, because there are actual exclusive monsters to hunt. It's a very good thing. Just changing my white balancing a little bit because I've got some more natural light. Alright, let's skip this one. Don't have time to watch that again. What was really, really funny, the first time I fought Dire Morales, everyone used to... People don't do it anymore, but they used to go and gather for easy max potions and all of that at the gathering node, just at the start. And everyone would just die from the falling fireballs. It was just... like, I actually saw triple carts before anyone had even gone into the water. It was really funny. I mean, it was annoying at the time, but looking back on it, it's pretty funny. So... yeah, no one gathers at that anymore. Not that I've seen recently. Because really the hunt isn't difficult enough to warrant it. Well, from now on, rather than evading away, I'm going to have to evade to the side. Oh look, Sandrew's back. I wonder why. Probably because there's no one else to fucking hunt with. Now, had Sandrew stayed in the... oh, left immediately. You fucking fool. But yeah, had Sandrew stayed, would have had people to hunt with. But no. Your impatience has led you to really just be sitting there wasting your time. Not being able to hunt with anyone. So... tough shit, honestly. You're just gonna have to suck it up and deal with it if you're gonna be so impatient. This is the thing, patience is rewarded in this game, especially when there is a community where there is barely any people playing. But if you aren't willing to wait 5 minutes, and he/she did leave in about 5 minutes of waiting, then you're not going to get a group to hunt with. And if you do, then it's luck more than anything. Or at the very least, it's going to be harder to get a group to hunt with. So, I don't know. Oh dear, I'm being affected by... I guess you'd call that water press? Water pressure? He's already leaving the water. He's very quick to do that here in his event version. Of course, everything is going to take a lot longer to break because he's got more HP here. Do I want to head to his left or his right? I'll go to his left. Now, gushing magma, I believe, is from wing breaks, specifically. Be very careful of that tail over there. Look out, Ken. Very good. Well, actually not very good, he still got hit. Oh well. I wasn't sure if that wing was also going to hit me, so I rolled really far from that. Didn't want to take any chances. Oh, is that a knockdown? Yes, it is. Good opportunity for the chest. Oh, I'm out of level 3 Pierce. Nice work. Got the smelter. That fucking hurts. At least Ken didn't die. Maybe he wasn't one shot that time. Maybe he actually took 2 hits. I'm not sure, but... yeah. Of course, Evade Extender is really helpful here. That extended repositioning maneuver. Now, we're probably only about a quarter of the way through the hunt at this stage. Oh dear, that would have been a nasty combo. The snap and drag here with Morales is quite significant for the reason that he is huge, and we don't have much of a land area to fight him on. So he covers most of the land area with his snap and drag. So, yeah. Aiming for the wings here. It's really up to me, to be honest, to aim for the wings. Because I can hit them consistently. Whereas you guys can only really hit them reliably if he is on the ground. Oops. Actually, that's what I want to do. Rather than aiming for the wings, I think... Well, I don't know how it works. Maybe there is no wing break. Maybe if you... Oh, this isn't good. Look out for that tail, guys. There goes Ken again. He's not good with that tail. I feel like breaking the arms actually links to the wings. So maybe there is no real wing break. My understanding of a wing break is when the magma stops flowing inside the wings, but I think they blank out when you actually break the arm that's associated with it. Oh. Moving on to Pierce level 2. Yeah, again, he's a giant fucking well, there goes Ken. Yeah, I saw that coming. That's nasty. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to do the event after all. It is considerably harder. He hits like a truck, and he's got a lot of health. I don't like him standing there. Can't do much with him over there. Is it possible to deal grey damage on a monster in the older games? I hope you realise that grey damage is nothing more than a visual representation of doing non-critical damage. Grey damage, in the context of World, for example, is just damage that is not being dealt to a weak point. So yes, it is possible to deal grey damage in the sense that there are weak points and non-weak points. So yes, you can hit something that doesn't really deal much damage, in other words. Because hit zones have never changed across the series. Well, there goes the wing, and the arm is still there, so... At least I believe so. It's not like the arm's going to disappear, I just mean that it's still glowing, so... Well, okay, let's try to get that other wing if we can. Well, I will try to get it. Leo has visited. Hopefully he sticks around. Ow. I have to make sure that I heal up here because the amount of damage that I can take as a gunner here really does necessitate being fully healed at all times. Because, you know, I need to be able to take some of these hits. I think he's going back in the water. Yeah, looks like he is. If he's facing the water and he's slowly lumbering towards it, it means he's going back in there. Surprised that tail didn't deal damage to me. I'm stuck on it though. Damn you. Well, it'll be easy to position myself for the wing underwater anyway. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's good for you too, isn't it, Vernon? Sorry if I'm flinching you. I just need to get close to... Oh, the wings are up and running again. I don't understand how it works, I really don't. I don't know if the wings have a break or if they're actually related to the arms somehow. You know what I probably should do? I should just be aiming for the chest and the arms. Probably the chest, to be honest. Because I think the chest is what is distributing the magma through the wings and such. And possibly the arms too. So I'm just going to aim for the chest and the arms. And hopefully that will. Maybe gushing magma is not actually related to the... Oh no, 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 no. Bad news. Almost got comboed there. That would have been nasty. Very nasty. Okay, there's no promises that I won't get hit by any of these falling meteors here, but I will try to avoid them. It's very hard to actually avoid them because you're generally not looking up above where you are in that moment, which is what you would have to do to be able to anticipate where it's going to drop. Alright, that's Pierce level 2 done. Oh, Rise is abysmal, Polio. Absolutely fucking abysmal. I mean, there are certain things about it that I like, but it is honestly an embarrassment of a video game. No, it's an embarrassment of a Monster Hunter game. They fucked up so much stuff, and they've basically... Oh, no, 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 no. That head is scaring me. When he aims for you with that head when he's doing that attack, it's scary stuff. No, 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 no. But yeah, the direction that Monster Hunter is going with is an absolute insult to traditional Monster Hunter players, and it was already starting to become an insult with World, but Rise has solidified that, and I'm done. Rise is going to be the last Monster Hunter game that I play. Without a doubt. Capcom is not getting my money anymore. Not that that means anything, it's not going to affect them at all. People like me are not going to affect them financially. But as a matter of principle, I will not give them my money anymore. I will spend not a cent. Oh, no, 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 no. Fortunately, it wasn't aimed at me. Wouldn't it be heartbreaking to fail? He really does have so much damn health. Because you can see that his chest is still not broken. I've been aiming for it pretty aggressively. Are you playing solo or multiplayer, Polio? Because that is going to drastically affect your opinion. Provided you play solo, it's probably a good game, but not even. I mean, it's passable rather. But if you play multiplayer, you will realize that it is akin to that of a bad joke. Or rather than akin to that of a bad joke, it is literally a bad joke, so... And it's not just the community. I mean, the community wouldn't be something to blame the game over. Although well, almost actually, because the changes that Capcom have made are steering the community, or rather steering the game in a direction that is going to create the community that is appearing now. So it is kind of part of the game, actually. They're attracting foolish people, they're attracting casuals with the changes that they're making, so... Yes, it is partially their fault, but it's not about the community, it's about, well, the Palamutes, I suppose, and how terribly they have ruined the balance of online play. Well, enjoy the death of the series, Polio, because that's what Rise is. It is the death of the series. It's over now. Monster Hunter is changing, and not for the better. And I take no pleasure in saying that. I at no point faulted them for that, but unfortunately, I mean, look, it's certainly not necessarily a good thing. In fact, when you say not necessarily a good thing, you almost imply that it could be a good thing. It's not a good thing. There's nothing good about it. All they're doing, you have to understand that Monster Hunter, in and of itself, has always been something for a specific type of gamer. That specific type of gamer is a person who could never be described as a casual. It is a person who wants to work for their satisfaction. You do not have to work for satisfaction in Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Rise is designed for the player to get the most amount of satisfaction in the least amount of time played. That reflects in the ease of weapon crafting, the simplification of everything that made Monster Hunter complex in the past, and as a result, the Monster Hunter series is losing its identity, and unfortunately, Capcom has no leg to stand on morally in that regard. And you would argue that there is no morality to be spoken of because business is business, which is fine. And as a business, as a company, I do not fault Capcom for what they have done. However, as a consumer, I can look at what they've done and I can say, well, I'm not buying into your shit anymore. I'm done. Thank you very much. If you want to totally strip or work towards stripping Monster Hunter of its identity, then don't expect me to continue buying into it. I'm done. I'm not going to be one of these sick puppy dogs that is obsessed with Monster Hunter so terribly that they need to clutch at enjoyment. I have to clutch at the enjoyment that I'm given, despite so much being wrong. You know, I'm like, oh, okay, so the maps are kind of nicely designed. Okay, the new monsters are alright, but everything else is fucked. But that's okay, because there are good things there. I'm still going to give them my money, you know. I'm not so fucking desperate that I'm going to do that. I'm done. I played it a little bit. I've had my fun. And quite frankly, the game and its community can fuck off to hell. Done. And here I am, having fun in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. A game that is so replayable that I'm still here. And the same can be said of all traditional Monster Hunter games. So replayable that I'm still here. And yet I was done with Rise in a matter of less than a week. So that game can fuck off. Leo has left because he doesn't like waiting. That's kind of funny, but whatever. Not to be unexpected at this point. You know, the longer this drags on, the worse this gets. Because, seriously? You know, maybe the wings and the arms are linked. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe if you break the wings, you break the arms, and vice versa. But, yeah, the longer this drags on, the worse this gets, because we could fail at any time. I don't want to be that guy, but seriously. We are kind of at risk of having a really, really nasty failure on our hands. I'm trying my utmost. I'm doing as much damage as I can right now. Is that a knockdown? Yes, it is. Aiming for the arms here. Okay. Probably should be a little closer there. This should be a little better. I've shot a lot of ammunition into this monster. A lot. Maybe it was a mistake to 3-man. How's the moralising? Pretty good. Well, no, actually. It's kind of dire. Get it? No, I'm serious though. It is dire. It's, we're doing the event, 3-man, 15 minutes in, 1 death away from failure. And it's not a good feeling. Not at all. Just keep with it, Ken. Keep with it. Where are you sending that? Over there? Well. I'm going to try and not look at the chat too much, if you can forgive me. Siltrine, because failure right now is the absolute priority. Oh, is that hit going to get me? No, it didn't get me, but fuck me, it was close. Holy shit. Are my shots getting through the water there? Because I wasn't getting a visual effect. Admittedly, I've never shot at a monster from underwater shooting out, so maybe it doesn't... Oh no, this is bad, Vernon, you have to get out of there, get in the water. I mean, I know you think you're safe there, but you have to get... Maybe you are fine. Just be aware that you're in a nasty spot. Very good. Stupid fucking YouTube notification on my Windows shit. A notification that has no business being there. I don't like him facing me like that. I'm going to go to this side. This feels better. I don't mind the water, but I feel like when I go in the water, while I can technically get away from him there, it's still leaving me quite vulnerable, because I'm less maneuverable underwater. I don't believe Evade Extender has any influence on your underwater evade distance. I could be wrong, but my understanding of underwater evade distance is that it's already pretty extended. Okay, let's go and combine more shots. I don't have too many more left, I'm almost out of Pierce, but if I've shot all possible Pierce, that means I've put an inordinate amount of ammunition into this monster. So... Oh my god. No, that tail. As long as it doesn't chop on top of me. Provided it doesn't do that chopping maneuver on me, I'm gonna be alright. Imagine if we did all this and you still didn't get gushing magma. How fucking horrid would that be? Well, that's that wing, I think. Oh, and then it lights up again immediately. Whatever. This is probably the safest place to be when fighting a Moralis, right here. Just above the spine. Yeah, this is a nice place to be. If you're actually out of potions, Vernon, I do hope you have a Farcaster. Look at that angle. That is such a Fatalis angle. I'm just waiting for that quest complete, I have to tell you. This is the last time I do fucking event Moralis. This is not worth it. It's not worth it at all. We could have killed almost 2 Moralises in this time. 2 regular ones. He is so fucking strong. It's unreasonable. I had forgotten how much stronger he was. This is just totally unreasonable. I feel bad for recommending that we do this. Ow. Holy shit. Don't combo me. No, 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 no. No combos, thank you. I'd very much appreciate it if you didn't fucking do that. Very much appreciate it. Oh, he's doing the meteor attack. There we go. Objective complete. Nice work, guys. Get all your carves, go for it. It's going to be harder to get them all while underwater because carving's just a little bit slower. You can't crouch carve underwater, of course. What a nightmare. Well, Egil, I guess I would refer to you as. If you are a world player, and you are intending on playing all of the Monster Hunter games, then that sets you apart from the vast, vast majority of that community. A lot of people play Monster Hunter World, and have no interest in the series beyond that. And the same will likely be the case for Rise, except for maybe World. Like, Rise players might be willing to go back to World, but I wouldn't even guarantee that. People who first touch Rise, you'll be surprised, may not be willing to go back and play World because it's not the newest game. So, there you go. But, whoops, I don't think I was supposed to take that. I think I had a stack of 99 of whatever that was. But yeah, so I'm happy to hear that you are intending on playing all the games. Do I like this more than the newest one? Yes. I just got done ranting about how the newest one is a total embarrassment to the series, so yes, the answer would be that I absolutely prefer this one to the newest one. Fireback, scale, right, I need to sell these scales. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what Iceborne's doing in your top 3, Citrine, but at least you've got 4 ultimate and 3 ultimate in the top 3. Alright. I am a fan of older games in general, yes, but I'm a long-time player of the Monster Hunter series, so I have a preference for older Monster Hunter, because I had an established idea of what Monster Hunter was in my mind, and then Capcom has, in the last 3 to 4 years, done everything that they can to simplify that system for the benefit of people who apparently can't, I don't know, they can't hack it, I guess. They can't play a game that was not designed for casuals, so they have to turn it into a casual-friendly game. So, yeah, not a fan. Yeah, it's good to see people still playing online in 3 Ultimate. It's a very good thing. Shall we go back to Abyssal? Oh yes, oh you didn't know. 3 Dire Dragon Gems, well thank God for that. I barely got anything from that fight, but I'm glad that you got 3 Dire Dragon Gems, that's pretty good. We won't do another Morales now, but we might do, whatever it's called, Abyssal. What you're saying, Shadow Elf, is absolutely right. Mod Monster Hunter, specifically referring to World, they have made, and this all has to do with the fact that Capcom just doesn't fucking get it. They don't understand. I mean, you would think they'd understand, because they'd been making Monster Hunter games up until that point. But when they make the monsters, or rather the hunters, too strong, if they make the hunters too strong, then everything is out of balance. What ends up happening is that to make a monster challenging, you have to give them one-hit KOs and things of that nature. Which is just totally ridiculous, so... yeah. One-hit KOs, like guaranteed death, no matter what, becomes necessary. It's very uncreative, of course, but that sort of garbage becomes necessary when you make your hunters too strong. But I guess Capcom doesn't care. Not only does Capcom not care, but the vast majority of the players in the community don't care, so let's just watch it burn. I don't care. It doesn't affect me because I don't play those games. How do you make builds in old games? You can easily make full armor sets, and if that's not good enough for you, then you can try to make mixed sets. It helps to use Athena's armor set search for those. But if you would rather not do that, you can always make them from scratch, which is... it takes a lot of time to make them from scratch. I used to do it in Try, but it is doable. Alright, so I will go and get my Dragon Light Bowgun on the go. No, but Capcom today cares more about simplifying the game for the benefit of new players, people who wouldn't play Monster Hunter as it was in the old days, at the expense of the beautiful equilibrium that which was traditional Monster Hunter. They just don't give a fuck about that anymore. They're like, oh, we had it... I mean, we were fucking up certain things regarding the balancing of new things, but for the most part, the system of Monster Hunter was in balance. Now, what we're going to do, because we're Capcom, is even though we can't balance anything that's brought into the game that's new, because we really suck in that regard, we're actually going to take what's in balance and completely ruin the balancing so that we have everything out of balance. So then technically when everything's out of balance it suddenly works, right? Well no, it doesn't work. It works because the people who play those games who either... No, I'm not going to go into that. I was about to go into a really nasty rant there, and I just pulled myself up on that. But the point is that... I don't even want to go into this discussion. I mean, I talk about this every fucking time, so I'm not going to do it, but... The point is, Capcom doesn't care about the balancing, and if they did care about it, they wouldn't make the changes that they make. But they clearly don't care, so... We have the Monster Hunter games that we play today, as a result. Well, not the games that I play, because I'm fucking done with that. Alright, we want Bone Husk L. No, that's S. Silly you. Dragon Shot. Ken's looking a bit antsy there. Flaming Shot. Alright, and we've got air filters, very good. I've eaten, have I? Yes, I've got exchanger. Take it easy. Food stuff. What is food stuff's loadout? We've got full nether with negative, what I would believe to be, oh that's negative 10%, not too bad. Thought it would be negative 20. I nearly shat. That should be fine, that should be fine. Guild Girls are cute, best game in the series, yeah, exactly. Well, that's an interesting thing that you just said, Citrina. I didn't know that you could survive the whole attack of Yamatsukami's spin if you sharpen at the right time. I would have never tried to do that. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. I fought way too much Yamatsukami in that game. But I don't mind fighting him every now and again. The thing is with Yamatsukami is that I'm always compelled to use bow. And then what does that mean? Dragon damage. And what does that mean if I'm using bow? Or fighting Yamatsukami with a bow? It means pierce, so I always end up using the Acantal bow. So it's a bit boring. I do sometimes use pierce heavy bowgun and things like that, but I just can't resist the urge to go Acantal bow on that monster, so... You're compelled to use bow on everything. Fair enough. Oh dear, how did that manage to hit me? The range of that is just unreasonable. Hasn't been a problem for me for all the hunts we've done with Abyssal thus far, but then suddenly it becomes a problem in that moment. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. I can't avoid that. Oh, I might be able to. Oh, I fucking avoided it. What a fucking shock. No, I didn't. I feel like the range is increasing. The range is greater than it was in the past. What the fuck is going on? This has not been affecting me recently, but now suddenly it is. Thank you for the support. That would have been my death had I not received a life powder there, most likely, because this Abyssal is shitting on me in ways that I haven't experienced in this entire recording, or in any of my recent recordings. Because I've been fighting a lot of Abyssal lately. But this one in particular, this guy, this particular Abyssal, is out with a vengeance. Clearly he's sick of me killing his brethren. Underwater fights are so unrealistic, well, fair enough. But I don't think Monster Hunter should be focused on realism. It's not about realism, it's about fun. Okay, let's go and combine for more dragon shots. Do I have a favourite weapon in Monster Hunter? No, but I do have weapon types that I do enjoy. I very much enjoy gunning and using bow. But if I were to talk about Blade Master weapons, my top two are Greatsword and Sword and Shield. They are the two ends of the spectrum for weapon types, highest mobility and lowest mobility. And I very much enjoy those two extremes. because Greatsword becomes very rewarding, and Sword and Shield is very, very directional and high DPS and accurate and all of that business, so I don't really like the stuff that's in between. Stuff that's not really super mobile or super immobile. An example of that would be Gunlance. Gunlance can be both mobile and immobile, in the sense that Gunlance does have an advanced forward attack, but it's also... you can't really move fast with it. Even having said that, it's a very strange weapon type. I don't like Gunlance at all. I use all weapon types. Oh god, there goes food stuff. I use all weapon types, but there are definitely some that I like more than others, and some that really are painful to use over an extended period of time. I'm just ensuring that I'm... an update for those who aren't familiar with the process. I'm keeping myself at peak performance to ensure that I'm getting max damage with my dragon shots. Okay. Oh. Wait. We do have just one more dragon shot left. I may as well shoot it. Oh, Switch Axe is garbage, Citrine. Absolute garbage. I mean, Switch Axe players confuse me. One of my viewers likes Switch Axe and hates Charge Blade. That makes zero sense to me. That's... Now, I wasn't a fan of Charge Blade when it first released, but... holy god. I certainly wasn't liking Charge Blade and preferring Switch Axe necessarily. Switch Axe, from the moment of its conception, was a bad fucking idea. Stupid weapon. I think it's just awful. Some people like it. Very good. Good tail cut. Courtesy of Vernon, no doubt. Let's aim for that head. May as well keep trying to get dynamos. You never know, might be worth getting that heavy bowgun. And maybe I want a silver bullet gunner set. You never know. But yes, those are the only things. Oh no, I do have the Gunlance left to get, but I think I would still prefer the Lightning Works Gunlance that I do have, so... Well, long story short, it wouldn't hurt to get more dynamos anyway. I like Switch Axe and Charge Blade, you may bully me. Well, no. I think you're allowed to like it, I'm just saying that I don't understand how you could like Switch Axe. Switch Axe to me is just... I mean, it doesn't really achieve anything special on its own, at least not to me. I would sooner use Longsword, if I wanted that kind of experience. But I do sometimes use Switch Axe just for something a little different to what I'm used to. Shadow Elf is a Lance player. Lance is pretty good. Lance really got a good treatment in Tri. And then it lost its counter on 3 hits, which kind of castrated it for a number of games. Well, for all the games, really, except for whatever it ended up being. Well, no. It permanently lost. No, you could counter on 3 hits in well, couldn't you? Well, there you go. Point is that for many of the games, Lance became castrated as a result of the loss of counter on 3 hits, but you know what? That's still an improvement over what it was in 1st and 2nd gen. 1st and 2nd gen, it was evade Lance or go home. Although, I guess in 1st gen you couldn't use evade Lance because there were no evade armor skills. What fun. But, yeah, that's how it was. Oh, I hate being pushed into his hitbox like that. I'm doing terrible with my healing as well. Need to get ready with an air filter momentarily. Here we go. Heal on up. Getting the peak performance. I think the reason why I have so few potions is because I'm always having to heal up to max, which is usually unnecessary, but when you're using peak performance, it is unfortunately quite necessary. Well, it's not necessary with flaming shots, but I was literally about to say necessarily necessary. I swear to you. Hand on heart, I was about to say that. But, Unfortunately, I stopped myself. But I have alerted you to my foolishness anyway, so maybe I may as well have said it. Ow. Fuck off, dickhead. I'm getting to that point with this monster now where I'm actually getting sick of fighting it because I've fought it so much. Every little thing he does is bothering me. Oh well. Trying to get that head. Okay, well I'm out of potions, you know. Would you like an update, Abyssal? I'm out of potions, so stop hitting me. That'd be very much appreciated. Can we get that head, please? Come on. There we go, that should be the head. Very good, nice work everyone, that's everything broken. I'm going to aim for that tail. Or aim to carve that tail. Fortunately it's not too far from the body, so I should get all my carves. I will not be passing up any opportunities to get dynamos if I can help it. Despite the fact that I've pretty much got every dynamo I would want in the game, finally. Finally. Yes, Abyssal's not happy. He knows that I've killed many of his kind. He's out for revenge. But sadly, that will be the job of the next Lagi to come. Because this one's dead. What is my least favourite monster that I refuse to fight? Oh god, there aren't many that I refuse to fight. What is one that I refuse to fight? I almost refuse to fight Kirin. I hate Kirin. He's an asshole. Whether you're... even if you're using pellet, I mean, what I usually do with Kirin... no, that's really not true. I guess it's only in 1st gen, and I guess 2nd gen where I don't fight Kirin. 4th gen's okay. What monsters do I really hate? I don't like Plesioth. I don't like any of the Piscine Wyverns. Lavalzioth is a dick. Yeah. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Del Krakow. What is Okos? It's probably a typo and I haven't been able to work out what you meant to say. If it's not a typo, then I've got no idea what that refers to. Food Stuff is asking to post. Alright, thanks for the hunts, Vern. I will catch you later. I'm gonna say sure, Food Stuff can post. He is hoping he doesn't post garbage. I can pray. What was I saying? I was talking about something. I don't know. Oh, monsters that I hate to fight. I don't know. Yeah, Piscine Wyverns, a lot of underwater hunts I don't like. But yeah. Well, you are correct, Citrine. The Frontier exclusive monsters that appeared in the mainline series are Hypnocatrice and Lavalzioth. Lavalzioth is the only Frontier-based monster that actually remained. And for good reason. The Frontier guys do not like it when monsters enter the mainline series, but you know what? They can't complain anymore because Frontier is gone, done and dusted. Frontier was good in the 2nd gen era, but it became ultra anime garbage, so I'm glad that it's dead. No, I shouldn't say that. I feel bad for the people who lost their save files and all the work that they put into the game. But everything that was wrong with Generations Ultimate was wrong with Frontier, plus some. Frontier was just... it wasn't even Monster Hunter anymore. Like, you'd have a greatsword, right? But you'd be running around with it. Now, if you think it's okay to be running around with a greatsword at full speed, something's wrong in here, okay? So, yeah, no thank you. Frontier is a complete joke. Prior to 2011, Frontier was lovely. Lovely game, but after that stupid update with styles, no. No. Frontier leaned into the insane bullshit, so therefore it was fun. Well, I guess that's fair. If you're willing to treat it as its own thing and try not to worry about it ruining Monster Hunter, it's easier to do that because in the end it is not part of the mainline series. I guess you can find it within yourself to enjoy it, but I had no interest in playing that. What would I like to use for this? Don't really want a pierce heavy bowgun because... No, I will do that. The reason why I wasn't going to is because I just did Morales with pierce heavy bowgun, but I'm gonna do it. Welcome to the live stream, Ed Manuel. No, Frontier came out in 2007. Cracker. It was not a first-gen era thing. Frontier was based on Monster Hunter DOS. It had a very similar heads-up display and was just generally second-gen in its era. And it was pretty good when it first came out. But things began to really detract. I don't know why, I think they were just trying to keep it interesting. If anything, they were doing everything they wanted to do with the mainline series but knew they couldn't do because it would be too messy, but they did it in Frontier anyway. And then the stuff that they really wanted to bring into the mainline series, they trialed on the Chinese in Monster Hunter Online. Things like damage numbers and their heads-up display changes and all that sort of thing. Oh yeah, in terms of the weapon types that I use, as you can see, I use all of them, so... Again, my preference, at least in 3rd gen, definitely Sword and Shield for Blade Master, and I guess light and heavy bowgun here as well. I very much enjoy bow too, but I don't know. So, let's go and get... No, we don't need combination materials, we just need to buy the ammunition, actually. Hammer being your least used is a shock. Admittedly, Hunting Horn is my least used. The only reason why I have more uses on Hunting Horn is because I've used Hunting Horn for some gathering quests that I've gone on. I do enjoy Hunting Horn, just not as much as some other weapon types. Hammer I just haven't used recently because I'm not sure. I always feel like I have to go out of my way to hunt monsters when I use Hammer. I don't mind going out of my way. I don't mind things requiring a little bit of extra effort because I feel like that's what Greatsword is, but having to aim for the head is just... I'm not always in the mood to do that, so... Yeah, I do plan to use more Hammer in the future, but... At the moment, not really. The game that I used Hammer in most was Try, for the reason that it was extremely easy to do well with Hammer in that game, because the strongest motion value was on the Super Pound, and the Super Pound was very easy to get off, because you could keep out of the range of a monster and then go close range and then just do the attack. You didn't have to commit like you had to with Triple Pound. So... Well, I've never felt pressured when using a hammer, in terms of a team dynamic, but... yeah. I'm not always in the mood. Starting off with a laser, right? Water beam, I should call it. Calling it a laser is quite ridiculous. I think water beam might be the more appropriate term. So this pierce gun is really going to be a bad day for Cedeus, as you can see. You can easily stun lock him if you're in the right position. I'm timing my shots here to ensure that he gets stun locked. Food stuff is not doing well. Break beard, oh don't worry about that, I'm on task in that regard. Oh, I almost failed to stun lock there. I'm just aiming for the stun lock here, as you can tell. There we go. This is the closest you can really get to headlocking in 3rd gen. There goes the horn. Aim for the tail, because that's a fairly good shot zone from memory. Hello, Ed Manuel. I've already said hello to you. You seem a bit hyperactive. Yeah, Cedeus is not having a good day at all. Okay. There goes the next horn. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to combine... Oh, I don't have combinations for level 3. That's alright. I'm in the habit of having that, to be honest. Alright, getting in position again. Get ready to shoot. Come on, go, 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 go. You poor dickhead. Just turn and face me. Be a real man, I guess. Be a real monster. Okay. Oh yeah, 4 people using Pierce Heavy Bowgun is over and done with immediately. There we go, the beard's destroyed. You happy? He looks so sad with no horns and no beard. Poor thing, look at him. I mean, it looks like he's been castrated, even though it's not his balls, but all of his, I suppose, pride is gone. I mean, your horns and your beard have been pruned. You're just going to stare me down at point blank range and wait to get flinch locked, are you? Okay. Whatever makes you happy. Oh, okay. He's learnt not to do that. It's because he's enraged, so he's not sticking around anymore. Why is this really sad in a weird way? Are you doing the... No, he's not doing the Dragonator swim, he's just being an asshole. See, they think it's the Dragonator swim, it's not. That's an attack. And they both got fucking destroyed, which is really funny to look at from a distance. He swims differently when he's going to the Dragonator. He doesn't swim up like that. I will admit that that was a fairly extended swimming attack, but it was obvious that that's what it was. Can you die now? I think you've overstayed your welcome, my friend. No, he's not going down for Dragonator. I told you. You clearly don't know the difference. When he's doing the Dragonator swim, he starts at lower altitude, and what he does is, rather than circling you, he will actually just swim off in another direction entirely. He specifically loses interest in the players. Whereas in that case, you could tell that it was an attack because he was rotating himself around the players. And that's a dead sea days. I'm more interested in the horns, so I'm going to go and carve those. Where the hell are they? Oh, all the way down there. Oh, I see. You meant... well, whatever. Let's go and carve the old horns. I really don't need Cedeus stuff. Describe underwater sword and shield. Pain. One word is all you get. Basically, sword and shield is a high mobility weapon type, but when you take sword and shield underwater, it loses most of that mobility, so the boon that you are expected to enjoy with sword and shield is lost, because you're underwater. So it sucks, and it also moves slower too. You swing your sword at maybe half the speed, and it's kind of nasty. And yes, the swimming mechanic is kind of a pain to deal with, but you get used to it over time. It looks like I got... Oh no, it was a deep dragon gem. I was kind of hoping for a dark dragon gem, not that I need one, but... Anyway. It's not a terrible talisman, but I don't need it. Describe Underwater Lance. One of the best underwater weapon types, because it almost doesn't change at all. Lance is already low mobility on land, and the attacks don't really get slower underwater. So you're basically dealing with the same weapon type. It's the one that changes the least, as far as I'm concerned. Gunlance is also kind of decent, because it's the same in that regard for the most part. In fact, underwater Gunlance ends up being more mobile than Lance, unsurprisingly, because you do have that advanced forward attack, so... Gunlance and Lance end up being the ideal underwater weapon types. Shockingly. Not really shockingly. Shocking in the sense that I would never consider Gunlance or Lance to be ideal weapon types. But for underwater, definitely. But despite being a clear sword and shield main in this game, I don't use it as much anymore. Most of these uses were during my first 150 hunter ranks in the game. But, despite using a lot of sword and shield in this game, I almost never used it underwater. I just was never going to do that. That was sad. My last experience doing that was a sad time. Who next? It's not... Who next? I love it when people assume it's a turns room. It's really funny to me. Oh, says Foodstuff. This is a we're gonna hunt whatever we feel like room. That's what this is. Oh, sorry. Well, it's not a turns room. If it were turns, I would say HR8 plus turns, but it's actually just called HR8 plus, so... Yeah, that's how that works. I'm gonna have a voucher, I guess, because I don't like the lack of fresh ingredients. You want me to do Lucent? Why? I hate that monster. I really don't like him. He's my least favourite subspecies of Nagakuga, if we don't include the one from Frontier that can endlessly hit chain you in midair or whatever the fuck. That is ridiculous. That hunt... Okay. Definitely nowhere near as bad as that, but... I forgot what that subspecies was called. Maybe that was Zenith. Was that Zenith? Nagakuga? Anyway, he's a dick. Absolute dick. Just throw poop at Lucent, easy. Yeah, wouldn't that be good? You go and fight him and then he just flies away. I think Foodstuff is... Oh, Dylan is Hunter rank 7. The only reason why I didn't say anything before is because I didn't notice him. I said, Dylan, I was going to post an HR8 quest, but you're HR7. The room says HR8+. Admittedly, he might not have other people to play with, but I kind of want to do Lucent Nagakuga, so... I'd rather not two-man it, but... If I were to get a fourth person, Dylan would be out of here faster than he could say, please don't kick me. So... Yeah. Oh no, Lucent Nagakuga has never caused a problem by going invisible. The invisibility of Nagakuga in his Lucent subspecies is nothing more than a visual effect, because I feel that you'd have to be dumb to be confused by Lucent turning invisible. When he's enraged, you can still see his eyes, and when he's not enraged, he moves so slowly that it shouldn't be a problem. The problem with Lucent Nagakuga is the stupid tail slam with the poison spikes. I hate that. They seem to track me. They're always perfectly positioned to hit me, and then I have to deal with poison over and over and over again. He almost never attacks while invisible. He turns invisible when he's repositioning. It technically messes it up, but only if you're unable... Like, if you're unfamiliar with the movements of a Nagakuga, yes, it messes up telegraphing. But if you know how the Nagakuga moves, you already know what he's going to do, so it doesn't really mess anything up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we all pray for Long Fragments? Please pray for Long Fragments. 2? Holy jumping Jesus. 2 Long Fragments. Holy shit. This is an important day, ladies and gentlemen. You know, and I'm going to leave this room. Wait, no, I'll do that off camera. I was going to actually build an armor set, but I will do that between now and the next recording. I'm not going to take time to do that, but I should be able to make the Artian set now. 2 Long Fragments. Hallelujah. That is really good. That is really good. Okay, so, well, what are we going to do? I don't like this fucking room. What have I been left with here? Well, you know what? I'm going to do Foodstuffs quest because this Dylan guy joined a room that he wasn't welcome in anyway. I hate Silverwind because I fought him too much. I'm sick of him. But across the board, Deviants are really nice as subspecies. The problem with Deviants was the quest system that surrounded them, which didn't just negatively affect it, it almost totally ruined it. 2 Hunter Rank 7s? Oh, Christ. Make your own room! If you just made your own room, you'd have people to play with, you know. But no, you'd rather join on other people's rooms. It's that assumption that if I wait, I won't actually have people to play with and I'll just be wasting my time, but it's not true. I need normal Cedeus hide. Oh, well, that's a problem, isn't it? I can't exactly help you with village Cedeus. Oh my god. What is this? Oh, and Dylan goes to the quest board. Okay, well. You post, Dylan. No, type it, please. How am I spelling his name? His name is weird, okay. Not familiar with that spelling of Dylan. It's weird. You post Dylan. This fucking Nina person? No, you fucking don't. If you want to post a quest... Okay, we're going to watch what this person does. If they don't remove the quest, okay, you're lucky. You were going to get kicked. Hello, hola. Or hola, whatever they fucking say. I don't think they pronounce the H, do they? Oh, me Nina. You're on the edge. Dylan is so fucking... I don't know. Mentally deficient. That he doesn't even realise that I'm asking for him to post. I said his name, so that should indicate that I mean, that would be enough to get someone to guess that they are to post now. Even if they don't speak the language. You know what? You are so fucking gone. I don't have time for that sort of ridiculous behaviour. You just join the room and decide that you're going to post. Post a quest, Dylan, seriously. Like, why did you defer to that person? You've been here longer. Grow a pair. What the fuck? Unbelievable. Alright, Azure Rathalos. Can't fucking believe that. Okay. So, I'll probably go Greatsword for this. What would I like to use? Actually, I might use Awaken Greatsword with Nero's Anguish. That sounds like fun to me. Take a break from gunning. I've been gunning a lot recently. I think the last 5 or 6 quests, probably more, have been all with bowgun. I'd say most of this recording has been with bowgun. I wouldn't agree that this is the best Rathalos. I think the best Rathalos is standard Rathalos because the other ones are just annoying. I don't like Azure because he's always in the air. And Silver is a similar issue. Except his weak point isn't his head anymore, so... Yeah, I don't like either Silver or Azure, but And I wouldn't go so far as to say that I like regular Rathalos, but at least regular is less annoying. Oh, I see. The best Rathalos. I see. Well, fair enough. Doom, did you see game journos complaining about Rise being too hard to get into? What I want this to do is to show Capcom that this is why you do not appeal to these people. Because it's still not good enough. Nothing is good enough for these people. If you try to appeal to the mainstream, you're still going to get knocked back because, I mean, even that is too hard to get into. I mean, if that's too hard to get into, then you need to maybe stop being such a fucking wet tea towel of a gamer. You're an absolute drip of a gamer if you're still going to find that to be too hard to get into. I mean, do you need a personal ass-wiping assistant? Is that what you need? Because I don't know how else you could find Rise to be too difficult to get into. Like, that is fucking unbelievable. Rise is too hard to get into. Cry me a fucking river. Pathetic. That's right, Azure Rathalos. Didn't even remember what we were hunting. And I forgot to go and top up my potions. I'm actually going to discard this stuff. I don't need this. Go away. Well, no, the series as a whole, the premise is lost. The premise is lost because of Rise. Rise is walking away from that premise. That's the reason why I don't like it. They're actually walking away from the premise as you describe it for the benefit of the mainstream, and they still haven't walked away from it enough. I mean, it's not something to complain about. It's something to identify as a type of game for specific people. That's what it is. If you don't personally like it, that is not a fault of the game. That's you wanting instant gratification, which is honestly the death. That is really what is causing games to detract. It's the instant gratification of the mainstream gamers of the modern world. Or the desire for instant gratification. It's because you can't have instant gratification, because if you do, it means it's shallow gratification. It means you haven't really achieved anything. And so, and also it becomes an oversimplification of the previously established norms, and then next thing you know, things are detracting, things are devolving, and then you've just got a worse game than what you had before. And look at that, they've basically turned the Monster Hunter formula into a joke, and it's still not good enough for the mainstream gamers. You know what? Boo fucking who. I laugh at Capcom because they still haven't done it well enough for these game journalists, and I laugh that they are destroying their series in the process. It's not going to affect me anymore. I've already played Rise, I'm done with it. I'm not going to play another Monster Hunter game. They've sealed their fate. They've chosen to appeal to people who cannot be appealed to unless they do not have to shit for themselves. They must have like a personal ass-wiping machine, or even better than that, a personal assistant that even congratulates them when they take a shit. It's like, nice work, you've taken a shit, now let me wipe your ass for you. Because I guess having the person just wipe your ass isn't sufficient. Maybe they should compliment you on your stool. Maybe that would even help. Oh, you've got a lovely stool today. Nice work. Here, let me get that for you. Maybe I'll even wash it with water while I'm at it, like the Southeast Asians do. It's a fucking joke. Like, I can't believe it. Imagine complaining that Rise is difficult to get into. I cannot believe it. I've never heard something so ridiculous in my life. That is actually enough to turn any person with any sense into the most misanthropic, unpleasant person. In the sense that you just lose all faith in humanity, you would assume that all people are better off dead, etc, etc. Because that's enough to turn anyone into misanthropy. Turns me to that, if I wasn't already feeling rather misanthropic. But, like, seriously, what a fucking joke. I'm not going to get over that for the rest of the day. That's gone and my day's done. Like I am both entertained and disgusted at the same time, and I will never, ever, ever forget that. Rise is too hard to get into. I don't know what these people want. They want gentle under-the-desk masturbation while playing their game, apparently. They want a nice, tender wanking while they're playing the game. And if there's no wanking going on, it's like, oh my god, too difficult. Unfucking believable. Oh, nice. Bigfollows.com. Well, I think bigfollows.com likes me a lot because they gave me some big follows recently. And I didn't ask for them. Ugh. Unbelievable. Never gonna get over it. I have to stop talking about it, otherwise I'll be talking about it for the rest of this recording. I'll be just fucking sitting here wondering how that could possibly be something that anyone would complain about and try to still maintain their integrity. I mean, I understand if you've just got no integrity and, like, I don't know, you're a politician or something in the lower house and you're just gonna throw shit around because that's how it is, but if you're a game journalist, God, at least try to maintain your integrity or something like that. Like by not making deeply uninformed complaints. Deeply uninformed. Imagine going, Rise is too difficult to get into. Yeah, maybe for you. Maybe for you. I think Rise is going to be perfectly fine for the vast majority of people who even wouldn't like Old Monster. I think the vast majority of people who can't get into Old Monster will be well and truly accommodated for. And if it's not good enough for you fucking pathetic game journalists, then good. That's funny to me. Go and complain some more. Access media is an STD to the gaming industry. Someone described the mainstream player base as wanting Candy Crush level difficulty with the aesthetics of The Last of Us. Well, that would be appropriate, wouldn't it? I can't make those comparisons because I haven't played either of those fucking games and I don't care about either of them, but that sounds accurate to me. Yeah, it's already sold over 5 million copies in a week, so I'm sure it's easy enough to get into. Exactly. You know what it is? It's game journalists trying to be edgy, but unfortunately, rather than being edgy by finding things to nitpick about, there are some blindingly bad issues with that game that none of them will pick up on because they're about as well read as an illiterate fucking bastard. Right? So I don't really know what else to say other than that. Instead they're gonna go, too hard to get into. You know what I saw? I saw someone say, ask the question with obviously the implication being the negative as opposed to the positive. Has Rise succeeded in establishing its own identity? It's a game series, dickhead. It doesn't need to establish its own identity beyond what it already has done because it's an iteration in a series. Is it different enough for World for you? If it's not, go play World. Fuck off and go play World. I don't even want to play Rise, but if Rise is not different to World enough for you, you can go play World. Off you go. You can go get quarantined over there with your fucking noxious ignorance. Thank you. Anyway. So we're doing a multi-monster hunt here, which is Nagakuga, Raytheon, and Zenoga. I suppose that would have to go raw for that, wouldn't I? Or something like that. What would I like to use? This might actually be my last hunt. I've been live for 2.5 hours, which is about long enough for me. And, yeah, I suppose if I'm going raw, I could go hammer. I said, no, I'll go Awaken hammer, hold on. I don't know if anyone else is using slime, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Well, of course someone else is using slime. I haven't even confirmed that, but I know someone else is using it because there's always one guy. I was trying to be that one guy today. Yeah, there's one guy. He's got the Brachydios longsword. But, yes, that's alright. We can double down on slime. I can live with that. Let's go and get some potions, shall we? Alrighty. Thanks for trying to help me out, Takashi. It's a good thing to confirm. Good thing to confirm. Catch you later, Egul. Egul? I guess it's Egul. It's one of those names I can't bloody read. On average, yes, Citrine, but there's no point using an element if you're not actually elementally effective. It's better off to go for something like this. Elements should only be used if a monster is particularly effective, because elemental damage is ideally treated as bonus damage to your raw. So if you're doing something, if you're like dealing secondary or tertiary weakness damage via element against all monsters, you may as well be using raw. So, wouldn't recommend element for this hunt, personally. Sorry, food stuff. I'm going hammer today. It's been a little while, actually. I'll be able to get the turnaround here if I'm patient. Oh, he decided to do that attack instead. I was hoping for a turnaround. You gonna turn around this time, mister? Yes, you will. I feel really bad. I'm destroying food stuff right now. Yeah. Last time I hammered a Nagakuga was in Portable 3rd, actually. About 3 or 4 months ago. And that was a green Nagakuga, I think, in the Flooded Forest. I believe so. We'll upswing this one, come on. No, he repositioned. Here we go, good opportunity. This should knock him out. No. Well, fuck me, what's the point of Knockout King, right? Alright, this upswing should get him, come on. No? Jesus. Fuck off, man. Oh, very good, very nice work. You are the most annoying bastard to hammer, you know that. You refuse to be KO'd. What is the point of Knockout King, huh? What's the fucking point? Unbelievable. Oh, are you dead? Yes, you are. That was good. I believe we're getting carbs for all the monsters here. So skills for this set are high graded plugs, awaken, sharpness +1, knockout king. Of course this is specific to awaken hammers, such as Grongigas, Portsmark, Midnight Eternum if you're so inclined. Oh, what we're doing? Okay, Zenoga next. Yeah, no knockouts after all that. I don't know what the fuck he wants from me, but maybe Nagakuga has good KO resistance, I don't know, because that is a thing. Oh. Why? Are you memeing me right now? Is 3 monsters not enough for you? You want to hunt 4? Fuck me. This guy's hunting Azuros, and I think he pinged too. I don't know, but all I can say is that I do wonder. I do wonder. Well, you can go solo the Azuros, I don't mind. Maybe he wants Azuros, maybe he needs some all brace. Anyway, if only it were Red Helm, yeah, indeed. What is going on? What? Okay, now I'm really confused as to what is happening with the team. Is it time to Psycho Serum? I think it is. 1 monster left. What? What is going on? What did you just... What? What is going on? How is that killed already? Weren't we 4-manning that Nagakuga? How is Raytheon killed so fast? What the fuck? Well, whatever. I'm not going to assume that there's a cheater here, but cheaters do exist in this game, I will mention. Sorry, where's the other one? I swear to God, like, that was too fast. Where's Zenoga? I guess Azaros being here is preventing Zenoga from spawning, but... This is a very weird quest. I don't know about this. Oh, there we go. Dylan is very confused. So what? More food stuff can't be the one. Who the hell? Oh, it must be Guri. It must be him, and he's pretend. You know, he's the first one to pretend that he doesn't know. But I'd say he's the one. I'd say he's the one who's been cheating. What a fucking asshole. I think that has to be cheats for the reason that it was only him fighting Zenoga, I believe. No, fighting Raytheon. So yeah, I really don't think so. I don't think that was legitimate. Oh, that stupid howling garbage. I was waiting for the head to go down for me to super pound, and the head was only down very briefly. Oh well, we have a cheater with us. What a fucking dickhead. Ruining the game for other people just because he's so bored with it that apparently it's worth cheating to keep it entertaining. He's using longsword too. What a fucking loser. Really, what's the point? Off you go, Guri. Well, it's my last hunt anyway, it's not a big deal. I'm fucking him up a little bit, which is good. You're just desserts, my friend. Can I get the golf swing? No, it's not looking like it. I'm just going to get hit. Oh well. Chi rank 2 hard must cheat. Yeah, hammering a Zenoga is not fun. I remember it being easier in Portable Third, to be completely honest. I feel like the head usually went down a little lower, but I could be totally wrong. You know what it is? It's not game based. It depends on the size of the Zenoga in question. The head will be higher the larger the monster is, which makes sense, right? So, yeah. It's just for some reason I was lucky whenever I was hammering Zenoga in Portable Third because he was always the appropriate size. This one is just a little too big. But he's not super big, I guess. Just aiming for the body here, there we go. Don't you aim for that fucking head, I'm hammering, man. I do not know. Well, he's smart enough to get out of there, isn't he? Okay. Well, good on you. So what, did he turn on his fucking cheats to kill that Raytheon for some reason? That's really weird, I don't understand that. Most people who cheat in this game give themselves all items in the box, which results in supply items being in their box. So what they do is they go around and give people status knives, and they also use status knives in quests themselves. The idea being that supply items should only be specific to whatever quest that you're doing that includes them in the box, but if you have the supply items already in your box outside of the quest, you can just take them on whatever quest you want. And people also go and give them to random players. I have on camera evidence of that. I was hunting with one guy who was getting all up himself like, oh, I've done all the events in this game, I'll show you how to do them. And guess what his solution was? To give me status knives. What a fucking fool. The guy made an absolute fucking fool of himself. So... Raytheon went down with one hit. Says Guri. Well, I don't know who's fucking cheating, but that doesn't make sense to me. it either has to be him or... Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Someone here is definitely cheating. Got a Skyrim rolled out of that at least. What a fucking joke. That's one bad thing about this games community at the moment. There are a few people kicking around with cheats. Which makes no sense to me, but... I guess it makes sense. The older a game is, the more people are going to be cheating, unfortunately. We do take Skyrim rolls. Yes, indeed. Alright, well... You know what I'm going to do to this group? I'm just going to close the fucking room. I don't care who I'm inconveniencing with that one, because that's getting closed. I do thank you all for watching. That is going to be it for my 3 Ultimate livestream. Yeah, so if people are giving out easy items in the in Port Tanzia, it means they've cheated. It's as simple as that. You cannot get those items outside of a quest. But yeah, that's it for this live stream. I do thank you all for watching, and I don't know when I'm going to record again for 3 Ultimate, but I do play a lot of different games, so... yeah, we'll see when I do Monster Hunter next, but I will catch you all when that happens anyway. Bye-bye.